Okay, today we'll be creating another app. This app will be a heads or tails app. So it'll basically how this app works is that we give the app two numbers, 0 and 1, where 0 is equal to heads or 1 is equal to tails, or vice versa. So then the code will select one number at random and display it to the user. So let's get started. And I am currently using Swift 2, which is Xcode version 7 or higher. So just new Xcode project or file, new project. Yes, it's a single view application. Call it, or since I've made this, I'm going to call it heads or tails copy. And save it wherever you want. Okay, so there we go. So first of all, we need to go to the main.storyboard file. Since we're running an iPhone 6s Plus, we'll change this to a 5.5 inch screen. If we are not worrying about constraints right now, that'll be in a separate video. If you're using iPhone 6, you would go here and select 4.7, 5, 5S, 5C, 4 inch, and any iPhone 4S would be 3.5. But right here we're using the iPhone 6s Plus. So first of all, you can decorate this or whatever you want to do with it, but we need one button, label, and one more label. Now go ahead and align these. So the first label should be heads or tails or whatever you guys want to call that. And just stretch it out to the corners. Yeah, I'll expand this, so I'll place it there. Button, you can call this whatever you want, but we'll call it press me. Press me. Again, I'll just expand this. And yeah, you guys can add a background image or... And this label we will worry about later, but have it constraints all set up. Not constraints, just have it extended and make the text a little bigger. Perfect. So what I'm going to do right now is launch the simulator so that we don't have... And since I'm using Xcode for the first time, so the simulator will take a long time to load. So I suggest you load the simulator while you're coding, so it'll load in the meantime. When we need to run it, we can run it. Okay, now that's all for the view controller. Now we can make it a little bigger. Okay, perfect. Now open the assistant editor on these two circles. And so it should be, it should automatically go to the viewcontroller.swift file. It's just taking some time. Oh, simulator's launched. I will minimize that for now. Yeah, if you are doing a lot of things on your Mac while the simulator and QuickTime for me is running, this will happen. So, okay, now it's working. Okay, so sorry about that. So unless it doesn't open to the view controller, it should be in the automatic, or else you can go to manual, heads or tails, or whatever your app name is, your app name, and viewcontroller.swift. But mine automatically loaded. Okay, so basically we just need to drag the button. So remember hold control and drag into the view controller. So this has to be an action because it's a button, so if it's not an action, it won't. What I'm trying to say is if it's not an action, the button won't do anything, it's just gonna sit there. The user can just press it, but it won't do anything. Action, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm calling it button. Connected, and above that we'll connect the label. And yeah, you can mess around with the fonts, and the label is an outlet. I'll just call it text. Okay, connect. So now we can select our label and double click it and just delete it. We can still find it, but when the user, they don't want to see label here, so now it's in the code, so we can still modify it. Alrighty. So in the button, we're gonna ignore the text for now. Create a variable var number. Bad typing there. Var number is equal to a copy. So delete that. So yeah, you will get an error message, but it won't do much. So it's not gonna do anything. So we want this. Yeah. So just copy this code arc4random_uniform2. You'll get this error, but this error will not do anything. Oh yeah, just saying, if you click here, you get this blue thing. That means that when the code is running through, it'll stop right here, so you'll get an error. So all you have to do is this, just hold it and drag off. So there's, what did we click? Okay, so that's something that you shouldn't do. And why is it set to 2? Because Xcode counts the numbers as 0 and 1. 2, that's 2 numbers. And Xcode does not count 2. So, just saying. Now, if number is equal to 0, curly brackets, self, referring to the view controller here with all the code, text, it'll be self.label.text or whatever you call the text label. In this case, it's self.text.text. Self.text.text is equal to, we'll call this one heads. Okay, and that error went away. And ignore this error, it's not going to do anything. Now, at the curly bracket for this one, right here. Oh, I forced click there. The curly bracket right here for this line of code, type in else. That means if that doesn't happen, self.text.text is equal to tails. So let's run it. And our simulator is already open. So, and there it is. It's running. It's loading. Heads, tails. So it's all random. Heads, 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 tails, heads, tails, heads, heads, tails, heads, tails, 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 heads, heads. You get the idea. And you can also modify the text to say like anything else. Yeah, so that will be it for video, and please do subscribe to my channel. I try to upload videos weekly or twice a week at most. So yeah.